right, man. Let's talk about Myles Garrett last night real quick. I don't know if I went to bed or watching basketball at that time. I know I was watching. I caught the end of that whatever the game was before Denver and Brooklyn came on. Oh, the Knicks and the Mavs. I was watching that, especially when James Conner and Juju Smith got injured for the Steelers. All right, so I didn't catch it live at all. I woke up this morning and I seen the video of Myles Garrett taking his helmet and hitting Mason Rudolph with it. So let's talk about it a little bit real quick while I'm on the road. Goodfellas Sports TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And I guess, you know, it was the end of the game. Pittsburgh was down by 2 touchdowns. 8 seconds left, I believe it was. And Myles Garrett, I guess him and Mason Rudolph, he was the backup quarterback for the Steelers. He started now because Roethlisberger got injured. And they got the tussling on the ground a little bit. And I guess Rudolph was trying to take Myles Garrett's helmet off. He was grabbing his face mask. And I don't know if he said something to Myles Garrett. I don't know if he dropped a racial slur or something like that towards Myles Garrett. But for whatever reason, Myles Garrett wasn't going for it. Okay? He wasn't going for it at all. And he took off Rudolph's helmet somehow, and he took his helmet and he smashed it into his face. You know, that was some Albert Haynesworth shit. Remember, Albert Haynesworth stepped on somebody's head. He stomped on somebody's head with steel-toed cleats on, steel cleats. I can't remember who it was head he stomped on, but I believe he was Tennessee when he did it, or he might have been with Redskins. I don't know who it is when he did it, but I think he was with the Titans. But you know, people saying, "Oh, how long should Myles Garrett get?" This and that. I'll get to that in a second, but he just lost his cool. That was some NFL blitz type of stuff. And, you know, I felt that he definitely was in the wrong. And he did it to the wrong player. The wrong position. In an NFL where they trying to protect the quarterback, no matter if it's Mason Rudolph, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or whoever it is, you did it to the wrong position. You did it to the one position where they got to make an example out of you. And Myles Garrett was trying to be the defensive player of the year. He was having a monster year. But one thing about it, he's definitely going to shake that mantra about him about being soft. Because it was, you know, I was saying that he was soft because Booger McFarland, he criticized him and said that he didn't play, you know, he didn't play balls to the wall. He wasn't always going 100% at Texas A&M. So then he refused to do an interview with Booger McFarland. I think it was on Mike and Mike when that still was running. And, like, he was taking shit to heart. Then one of the Cleveland Brown fans fired on him a couple weeks ago. They punched him and ran off. So, at the end of the day, to me, he just looks soft, all right? He hawkish. He like 6'4", 6'6". He put together. But he just let somebody get off on you and punch you in your face, and, you know, you don't do an interview because somebody got some constructive criticism. Not an analyst, not just an analyst, but somebody that done played the game. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to defend yourself, but you want to sit there and not do an interview and be in your feelings. Like, beat it. So he still might be mentally soft, to be honest. For you to have to go at Mason Rudolph and hit him with a helmet, what he had done that to, I can't pronounce, I don't know, Tyron Smith, what he done it to Jason Peters, what he did it to Trent Williams, you know, what he had done that to somebody that's about it. No, he wouldn't have did somebody that's about it. He pulled that shit because it was Mason Rudolph. He wouldn't even did that to Ben Roethlisberger. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't know the full details. If he said something, it had to be something that be said, but he said he lost his cool. But he was dead wrong, though. And you did it to the wrong position. You could have been like Haynesworth and stumped on the offensive lineman head and got a few games or whatever. You could have been like Ndamukong Suh and stumped to my arm. But he definitely gonna shake that soft mantra. Him being soft and being timid. He's gonna be dirty. He gonna be in the Vontaze Burfict situation. Even borderline tackles or borderline hits that he make on quarterbacks and running backs, even things that's borderline, he gonna get fined for it. He don't know what he did to his career. Even if they let him play again, and I'll talk about how long he should get. Even if they let him play again, anything that's borderline, that's questionable, especially in this soft NFL league, which is NFL is hard to watch and digest, anything that he do is gonna be under the microscope. Anything that he do is gonna be under the microscope, and he don't know what he did. And Ndamukong Suh, yeah, he stumped on somebody's arm, whatever. But when he left Detroit, he was able to shake that mantra. But when you play in cities like Detroit and Cleveland, where they already don't want those cities to win, you don't really hear about Ndamukong Suh doing nothing dirty no more when he left. Even though he raked Larry Fitzgerald's eyes, that wasn't news. That wasn't news no more. When he raked Fitzgerald's eyes and all the other dirty shit that he probably still be doing, it wasn't news because he wasn't in Detroit no more. They got something against cities like Detroit, Cleveland. The NFL don't want to see Detroit and Cleveland succeed. That's a fact. But as far as how long he should actually get, what they 9 games in the season, he should be suspended for the rest of the year. And whatever he's docked for the rest of the year, I think it's going to be around $3 million if he miss out. He should be fined another $3 million. So altogether, he should have to be fined $6 million. Now, if he wanna front the $3 million and miss just the 6 games and get a $3 million up, so be it. But if you want to miss another $3 million worth of games, so if you want to miss 12 games, it should be a 12-game suspension. Miss 6 games this year, and then give up $3 million. All right, if you don't want to give up the $3 million in fine, we'll suspend you for the first 6 games next year, and or however we gonna make up that $3 million. So that's just what it's gonna be. And he did it to the wrong position. He did it to the wrong position. And I don't think Mason Rudolph was seriously hurt, but then Marquise Pouncey and them started beating up on Myles Garrett for doing it. But at the end of the day, I don't respect them niggas neither, because they're the same offensive line that threw Le'Veon Bell under the bus. Remember that? They gonna ride for the white quarterback, but then throw the black brother under the bus like Le'Veon Bell. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, we like James Conner. Where James Conner at now? He ain't doing a goddamn thing this season. So I don't respect them. Same as for the Redskins offensive line. I got to put this in there. When they refused to block for Trent Williams, y'all remember that? When they refused to block for, Trent Williams and them refused to block for RG3, but then when Kirk Cousins came in there, they start wanting to block. That's why I kind of don't feel bad for Trent Williams. And I didn't do a video about the situation. I might have did one. I don't feel bad for Trent Williams and the Redskins treating him like that because he had cancer, and then they docked his pay. And then they voided his contract. Y'all don't feel bad for him. Seriously, I don't feel bad for Trent Williams. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to block for the brothers. They don't want to take up for the brothers, but they want to take up for the other. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing about them situations. You know what I'm saying? Marquise Pouncey ride for his quarterback, but you didn't ride for Le'Veon Bell, bro. You know, when Le'Veon Bell came to get his money, you talking about somebody's financial issues. You supposed to have his back. So the Steelers offensive line, I don't even respect them. I'm going to keep it real. I don't respect the Steelers offensive line. Or the guys that was there last year about the Le'Veon Bell situation. And then when James Harrison, who tweeted out, I think he tweeted out Myles Garrett should be banned for life or something like that off of that. But, you know, when James Harrison left and went to the Patriots, all of them had something to say. Pouncey and all of them was talking all that tough shit when James Harrison went in the locker room. Ain't nobody say nothing when Harrison was in the locker room. So the Steelers been questionable, man. They're a questionable organization, dude. Juju sitting here bug dancing for Ben Roethlisberger against Antonio Brown. I'm not saying Antonio Brown was right. I don't really have no respect for that some of the players over there. You know what I'm saying? Devin Bush is my guy. He went to the University of Michigan. But a lot of them be over there doing a lot of tap dancing, dude. And I'm going to just call it for what it is, man. I'm going to just call it for what it is. You know, they bug dancing for Ben Roethlisberger, bug dancing for being, knowing that what Ben did in his history, knowing that AB was right, but hey, ain't nobody going to speak up. But you know, it is what it is. I think Myles Garrett should be docked 6 games, and then he should be docked another $3 million. So that kind of equate up to like 12 games. So if it's 6 games he missed this year, it's equivalent to $3 million he going to be suspended for. Then I would fine him another $3 million. So altogether, he get 12 games. It just be he missed 6 this year, and he paid 6 game checks, the equivalent of whatever 6 game checks or $3 million is next year. So that would be the suspension for him. I don't think he should be banned from the league. Now, Mason Rudolph suffered a real bad injury, you know, where he suffered a concussion or his head was split open, or he had, you know, had to go to the hospital when his life was on the line. Then then we talking about a lifetime ban. But it wasn't that. It didn't get to that point. All right, it didn't get to that point. Mason Rudolph wasn't seriously injured, at least to my knowledge. But hey, let me know what you guys think. What you think the penalty should be for Myles Garrett. And I do think Mason Rudolph should get suspended. Now he should get fined too. You know what I'm saying? Because he was mixing it up, trying to rip his face mask off too. So he wasn't 100% innocent. You know what I'm saying? But I think he should deserve to get some type of fine too, not a suspension though. But hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, response, share, video request. Keep sharing the video. Want to make a donation? That link subscription. Best way to donate is share the video. Check out our NFL playlist for more talk. NBA the whole 9. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. We go.